Look, I'm not going to hit you with some fancy intro. The video isn't about flexing. It's not about showing off screenshots or cars or anything like that. This video is about telling you the truth because I've been broke, I've been burnt out, I've been the guy sleeping on the floor, wondering how I was going to pay rent or feed my family. I've felt what it's like to feel stuck with a million ideas in your head, but no clue what your first step should be. Now I make over $100,000 a month renting out properties I don't own. I've built a business that runs without me. I get to spend time with my family. I wake up when I want. I work from anywhere. And I want to show you that it's not just possible, it's absolutely doable if you follow the right path and put in the work. This is my full story from zero to $100,000 a month. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, how I'd do it again if I had to start over, what I've learned along the way, and how you can do it too. If you get value from this video, and I know you will, please like, comment, and subscribe for more. And let's get to the video. Let's go way back to where this all started. A few years ago, I was running an assisted living facility with my girlfriend. From the outside, probably looked like we had it all together. We were business owners, but inside that building, we were drowning. We pretty much lived there. We slept on the floor. We were the cooks, the cleaners, the managers, the overnight staff, everything. The building didn't feel like a business. It felt like an absolute trap. And to make extra money just to stay afloat, I'd drive Uber at night. I'd drop people off at dinners I couldn't afford, drive back, sleep for a few hours, and do it all again. We were burnt out, we were broke, and then we found out we were having a baby. At first, that was an absolute shock, but also it really woke me up and gave me a different sense of purpose and drive that I really needed at the time. I knew I couldn't raise my son in that environment. I needed to figure something out fast. I started searching everywhere, like everything. I was on YouTube for hours, Reddit, Threads, Google, podcasts, everything, you name it. I looked into Amazon FBA, drop shipping, stock trading, flipping furniture, more on real estate investing, but everything seemed to require a lot of capital, a ton of time, or came with a long learning curve. So then I saw somebody talk about renting an apartment, furnishing it, and putting it on a short-term rental site. At first, I didn't think there was any way this could work out, but then I gave it a second thought. I paused the video and something clicked. No, I could actually do that. I had no money, but I had hustle. I could learn it and I was willing to do whatever it took. That's when I found my way in. The first market we picked was in Georgia, not because we had family there, not because we knew anyone, but because it was legal for short-term rentals, the rent was affordable, and we knew it could be profitable year-round. Yeah, then I pretty much called every landlord I could. Eventually, we ended up getting somebody to agree to our proposition to rent their property and then sublet it to travelers through our corporate leasing business. And when we got that first yes, we signed 4 units from the start. Now the pressure was on. We had to furnish all 4, launch them, and pray this wasn't the biggest mistake of our life. Here's something I really need you to hear. I didn't have $40,000 in cash that it was required to furnish these units. I didn't have rich parents. I didn't get a loan. We used 0% interest business credit cards to fund this whole first deal. See, what you can do is set up a brand new LLC, open a business bank account, and then apply for 0% funding. And a lot of the major banks are happy to get your business. So as long as your credit profile is good, they'll give a brand new LLC all the way up to $50,000 to $100,000 at 0% interest for the first 12 months. Now, of course, it's 0% for the first 12 months, but then after that, the interest rates are really high. So you just have to work it into your business plan to make sure you're profitable enough to pay off that credit line before the interest payments kick in. And this was an absolute cheat code for us to get started. So I flew out there, I built the beds myself, I collected all the orders from Amazon, and I was building Amazon furniture every night until like 3 a.m. I was hanging curtains, hanging TVs, and staging everything. We got the place professionally photographed. We uploaded the listings. We set the pricing based on local comparable properties, and we went live. I remember hearing that first booking notification. I won't lie, I got emotional because that wasn't just a booking. That was proof of concept and a new life for us. It meant this was real. It meant we weren't stuck anymore. It meant we had a path and we were just getting started. Let me tell you something. If your listing doesn't stand out, it's dead. We went all in on design. Custom signs, vanity stations, bachelorette setups, arcade corners, clean, bright, themed furniture. We weren't set up to blend in. We were set up to stand out and crush our competition. We studied the top listings in every market we entered, and then we made ours better. That's how you get booked first. That's how you get the higher rates. That's how you get 5-star reviews and repeat guests. We built every unit with one question in mind. Would someone share this on Instagram? If the answer was yes, we were good to go. Once we had bookings, we added more income streams. We upsell a lot of things in our listing, and this drives multiple thousands of dollars in additional revenue for our listings. Some things we charge for are early check-in, late checkout, celebration decor, mid-stay cleanings, pet fees, grocery deliveries, pool heating. All these things between our 16 properties end up earning us an additional $5,000 to $10,000 every single month. And the best part is all this stuff is completely automated, all upsold through scheduled messages, all handled by our virtual assistant and cleaner. We had one unit that started bringing in an additional $1,200 a month just from these add-ons. If you multiply that by 10 to 15 units, it's an absolute game changer for your business. To completely automate our business so that I can go enjoy my life while my business runs in the background, we use Hospitable for messaging, Turno for cleaner scheduling, and Price Labs for dynamic pricing. We'll also use Google Sheets and Google Drive for our standard operating procedures, and we'll use Slack and WhatsApp to communicate with our virtual assistants and cleaners and have them all in one place. Everything has a system. Our virtual assistant handles messaging, calendar checks, restocks, upsells. Cleaners get auto assignments. Guests get clear automatic communication. We went from working in the business to working on the business, to letting it run without us. And that's when we were able to scale to $100,000 a month. Look, I absolutely love making money, but do you know what I love more? Taking my son to the park on a random Tuesday, booking trips without asking for time off, living at the beach and waking up with no alarm, walking with my family every morning, and being fully present with my family. That's what this business gave me, and that's what I want for you. If you're starting this from zero, do this now. First, choose your city. Then set up your LLC and business bank account. Get your 0% interest credit cards approved, reach out to 50 landlords, lock in one lease, furnish it quickly, launch with professional photos, price to get reviews fast, build your systems, and then reinvest profits into the next units. And then repeat this over and over again until you have enough income coming in, and then repeat this over and over again until you have enough passive income coming in to support your dream life. You don't have to wait until it's perfect. Honestly, just get in the game and then fine tune the process. Look, when I started, I didn't have a map. I just had a reason, a strong enough why. I wanted to build passive income streams for me and my family so I could have the freedom that we deserve. I had a reason to build something different, a reason to break free, a reason to create time, freedom, and peace. And now it's your turn. If you watch this far, something in you knows this is possible. And if that's true, you should probably get started. I'll help you however I can. Just DM me on Instagram at MatthewBNB. I'll put it here. You can ask me questions, take action. Let's build you the life that you've been dreaming about, because you're not too far. You're really just a couple leases away.